Ocarina of Time?
Yeah?
Did you love it?
Hell yeah.
That game's pretty sweet.
What's not to love about that game?
The Water Temple. Pissed me off.
The Water Temple.
Yeah.
It is the worst part of that game. When I first played it, I was stuck there for a good 3 to 6 months, and it was just terrible. And I even had the strategy guide, and I couldn't do it. I didn't want to put up with it.
Do you think you could do it now?
I don't want to do it now. And I just, whenever I replay the game, I get to that part, and I'm like, I don't feel like playing anymore.
Well, like, cause I'm curious. Is
Like-
it just? Do you think it was just something because you were younger, or?
I've only beat the game twice. Like I beat it when I first got it, like after months of like doing the Water Temple, and then the second time around when I beat it is when it came out again on GameCube for reserving Wind Waker, and I beat it, but I actually got through the Water Temple because I was like, I need to do this.
Point of pride.
Pretty much.
How, like, what would you do? Like, why, it took you 6 months, but why did it take you 6 months? Would you just sit there, just run around, and not get anything done every time you ran around?
I would just be like, I turn it on and I'm like, oh, I want to play Zelda, and then I'm like, oh.
I'm still stuck in the
I go in, and I'm suddenly at the Water Temple, and I don't want to be there. It's just...
I remember playing it with my sister. When we got to the Shadow Temple, we had been playing for so long that I guess we had bonded really good. But when we got to Shadow Temple, I was too scared to go down into it, so I haven't really finished it since then.
Why? Because you were scared?
I was scared.
Why? What were you
My
scared
sister
of?
wouldn't go down into it. She just watched me play the video game. That's how we bonded, but I was too scared to go into it.
Well, like,
Hold on, so you guys were too scared to go into the well? The Shadow Temple?
Yeah. We're girls.
I guess. And you still have never beat it.
No.
You need to beat it. It's good.
Yeah, I probably should go back one day. and
It's
play
not
it.
that scary anymore.
Probably
You can do
not.
it.
Not compared to like Dead Space or anything.
with the Shadow Temple, you were so, like, that's weird to me, I guess.
That we were young and we were too scared to go into a Shadow Temple where you have to go down into darkness.
I don't know, I guess.
No, it was a good note. We got to bond.
What's
but
pretty creepy, the hands that come down and pick you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, the wall masters?
Or the-
Yeah.
When you had to float across the chasms with your little
Yeah,
hover
but that
boots.
was after the well.
Is that after the
No,
well?
no,
Oh.
Was
you
it?
go in the well when you're younger.
Right, and then you go into the temple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know, I guess, like, the closest thing to that for me was, like, I don't know, probably, like, the most affected I've ever been by a game was when Eris died in FF7. Have you guys played FF7?
Yep.
Good.
I have not.
You're a bad person.
I've only played one Final Fantasy.
Pretty 10.
Yeah, that's the only one I played.
Well, like, I mean, Jesus, when she died, like, it was kind of a surreal moment, because, like,
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but, like, I couldn't believe that they killed off this character. Like, I had never seen that before in, like, a game.
Did you level her up a lot?
Yeah.
That's like...
Yeah. I mean, that may have been part of it, but I don't know. It was just, like, this attachment to the character that I had. It was a really strange experience. Like, it was weird to be affected by, like, a video game like that, just because, I don't know.
I mean,
I guess because, like, so many people don't really think that video games can really affect you like that.
Mhm.
You know, like, people talk about, like, crying at movies and, like, music, like, making them cry and stuff. And even, like, books, I guess, but...
Well, video games are just like almost interactive movies.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to
Nowadays, it
describe
seems
it.
like...
You just get so immersed in it.
Right. I don't know, it was weird. But, yeah, so I never beat the game because
Because it made you upset?
because it pissed me off. Like, oh, you are? I don't know. I guess, like,
I expected Joe to come over and beat it earlier. It's his fault.
Yeah.
so that was, like, the worst worst day of my gaming life. No, but like at my 7th birthday, that was when I got my Super Nintendo, and like it was really weird because first of all, I wasn't expecting it at all. That's the only time in my life that I've ever been speechless. Like, I had no idea that this was gonna happen, and just
It was just a surprise. you said?
it was like, yeah, it was for my birthday.
Oh.
You need the chicken.
There's no.
No chickens. There's
I
no
mean-
chickens.
To this day, like what I'm talking about, or like in applications and stuff. Like for my application for Japan, I was talking about like how this was the happiest day of my life and how it like changed my life because that's how I got into gaming. You know, after that, I bought all my systems. You know, thousands of dollars later. You know, here I am today. I mean, that made me what I am.
Yeah, I played 10. But,
Did you like it?
I liked it till the very end when I found out Oron was a ghost, and then I had to bring my sister in, and I think we both cried. I know I cried.
Yeah.
Wait.
Other
He
than
was
the
a-
romantic
What do you
ones.
mean he was
Yeah.
a ghost?
I
What
I
does that
played
mean?
to that part, but I don't really remember that.
Oron was a ghost, and he was
Oron,
like,
yeah, both-
I've been protecting you for the whole time. I've been watching over you, Titus.
Oron was
Goodbye, and then he like
basically-
disappears.
Yeah,
into
he
the
was-
air.
so he was like he was dead, but his spirit had never been like I forget what they
Moved
call
on.
it. Yeah, like he had never moved on. So basically, his spirit was still had a body.
So he follows you the whole time, and then he disappears into the air later.
Right, and
When
then
you
like
need most-
Titus,
Exactly.
Titus,
He
you know
was
Titus
like
is
one of the
main character, right?
powerhouses in that game.
You know Titus is the main character, right?
Yeah.
He's basically in the same boat, except he's not really dead. It's just that like he's from the past, and he's the dream of these characters that are really important. He's a dream, basically, but he disappears at the end too. But like, you know, in almost every Final Fantasy, there's some kind of romance thingy going on. I cried.
Cried when?
I didn't
When there was
know.
romance going
I
on?
didn't cry, but like.
Oh, this romance is so beautiful.
I teared up, but like I knew exactly what was gonna happen because I mean the game's like 7 years old by now, but it was just weird because like I knew exactly what was gonna happen.
You're getting misty-eyed right now?
A little bit. No, but it was weird because like I knew exactly what was gonna happen, and it was weird to find myself like tearing up. Oh no, there's a blade.
Pretty sure the only other time I've ever cried was probably with World of Warcraft. It was a sad moment.
It should be. You know why?
Why?
Because WoW's the devil.
Yeah.
Please continue.
I don't know if I should after that.
Duh! You retard.
What?
R.
Anyways, I've been playing
CNR.
for a raid probably 2 or 3 months to get my blade of spell power. It finally dropped, I didn't get it, and I started to cry, and I was like, wait.
How long did you play?
Oh god, it was probably... I played like 125 days total already, but when it came out, it'd been like 3 months since that raid had come out, and I wanted that blade, and I cried, and then I was like,
why was it so important? Like, why?
I don't know why. That's why I sat there and I was like, why
You
is
just play
this?
the game and
I was
like.
like, why is this so important
How
that
how
I'm
many
crying
days
that
have
much?
you played it?
125. Would you like me to repeat this?
So
Like, how-
125 times 24 hours.
Would you like me to do
4
that
months.
for you?
4 months out of 2 years.
I've played
God.
it for 2 years.
4 months out of those 2 years.
So yeah, that's the moment in time when I realized I needed to do something else with my life.
So
It's a
you
good thing to realize.
you were addicted
Shut
to
up.
WoW? Are you really gonna waste his
Everybody
fairies?
gets addicted to something.
So,
Take myself
but you
in
still
it.
play, right?
Yeah, I play, but it's only for the people, really. I don't play... The game's okay, it's got a good storyline, but I'm not wasting all that time to get a mind blade. Rather, I'm doing schoolwork instead.
It's probably a good idea.
So like you were
Why?
playing, you're still playing
Mad.
because
I play
of
for
like
people.
the friends you made. Do you guys remember when Twilight Princess came out? Like how hyped it was?
Yes.
This
Yeah.
is the first game with the Wii.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Joe, you
right.
better not die.
Wait.
You're not even at the water temple yet.
You did it!
There you go.
Oh, no, now I gotta. This is where I fell the first time.
No, but like with Twilight Princess,
So only game
Like-
you could buy, though.
No, but like even before it came out, especially before it came out, actually, like I think it was announced 2 or 3 years before it actually came out, like at one of the E3s. And so like as soon as it was announced at that E3, I went to GameFAQs to like talk about it because I was super excited. And like I don't really even remember like how it got started exactly, but I guess I was just so excited about it that like I stayed and talked to, you know, like all these hundreds of other people that were like ultra excited for this new Zelda that just looked fantastic. And so like eventually it became less about excuse me, it became less about like the game and more about us just like passing time and talking and just making jokes and stuff. And, you know, eventually, like, maybe over a year's time, a few of us made our own website, and, like, that's another message board. And so, like, we all went there, but, like, we all became really good friends. And so, like, I mean, when was it first announced? Probably, like,
It came out 2006. Twilight Princess.
So it was announced like 2004, 2003. So, you know, 6 years later, we're still all talking together. And, like, we all know each other's names now. A few of the people have met each other. Do you know Laura? Benny?
Oh,
Oh, Benny.
don't we all know
Yeah,
Benny?
you know Benny. Okay.
We all know Benny.
Yeah,
Benny.
because that
Smart.
when you guys were talking about him, like,
Hoop slice.
yeah, it reminded me of like us because, you know, he's a guy you met online, right?
Oh, I've got many.
But like you're a real friend with him now.
Yeah.
I think the first game like we played together online was
Where do I go?
Animal Crossing for the DS.
Do I bring
It's
the
like-
blue frame? Blue
You
flame?
use that map.
I think Animal Crossing was like the first or the second online game for the DS, and you know everybody had a DS, and since it was like one of the first games, we were all like, oh my god, we all have to play together.
Yeah, I remember I wanted it really bad because I played the GameCube game one for a really, really long time. Like, I got the GameCube game one when it first came out,
Yeah.
and like, I played it 3 months straight every day because like part of the game is just like it's a different every day. Like
Right.
the seasons change
Right.
when your seasons change. It rains on certain days.
So you played it. So that you played it every day for 3 months.
Yes, 3 months straight before like. And it just started becoming like a chore, and like I started to hate like turning on the game because I was like, oh, now I have to go talk to people today. I gotta run errands for this guy. I gotta.
Yeah, no, that happened to me with the Wii one too, except I didn't last for 3 months.
You speed up time and you go through, you're like, okay, I've had my 3
No, I
months,
never
I've
did
just
that.
been through this.
I
remember
did that.
there
Some of
was-
my friends did that though.
There was some event going on for one of the days,
Use your map.
and I didn't know what it was, and I was like, oh man, an event. So I skipped school just so I could see what the hell the event was, because it's only during like a certain
Are you
time of the day.
serious?
Yes.
What
Oh
was
my
the
god.
event?
It was the most retarded thing ever that I'm not even gonna say it.
Was it
No, you gotta say it
Was
now.
it a
Was it like
summer
a
festival?
fishing tournament?
No.
What was it?
It was like some morning aerobics
Oh my
bullshit. That's what it was. I'm like, oh man, I gotta stay home for morning aerobics. And like, okay, I stay home and I go to it, and all it is just the animals working out in the freaking park.
Did you guys ever play Meteos for DS?
I played it and
Nope.
I loved it, and I'm trying to find it. It's
I
gotta
don't
be
even know
out
what
there.
it is.
Really?
I don't
You
even
need
know
to
what
get
is.
it.
I'm trying, dude. I
That's-
can't find it.
I think that's like probably the most addictive game I've ever played in my life. Maybe aside from Harvest Moon, but Harvest Moon is very short-lived. But like when I played Meteos, I don't even remember how long I played it for. Like you hear about, I think there's actually a word for it about people playing Tetris so much that like
Addiction?
no, it's
Oh my
it's
God.
something like like almost like a medical term. I forget what it's called.
Tetrahedron?
I don't know. It was something weird, but anyways, like I played it so much that I started not being able to sleep because I was dreaming about it. Like, do you know that kind of sleep where you're dreaming but you're not really asleep? like your mind's still active, so you don't really get any rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was happening to me. Just like in my dream, I was just like trying to organize these blocks, like in place, and just I couldn't sleep.
That reminds me of when I played Pokemon Puzzle League, which is like
Oh my god, I love
it's very similar since you have to match up blocks and everything, and the game can get pretty frustrating. So
yeah, so
you're
maybe
just
it's,
playing
maybe it's
it for
something like with puzzle games. I don't know.
It probably. I mean, like I played it for like hours a day, and it's like addicting. And then when you're not playing it, you're just seeing it in your head. Like
Yeah, right. Just like seeing, like, like you see two people next together, and you're like trying to like rearrange their faces so like.
So it
they're
matches up so you
in a
can
row.
clear
Right,
get
exactly.
the fucking puzzle done.
Oh my god.
That's what I was trying to do, and
Rearrange
it's
it.
just terrible.
Yeah.
What were you trying to do, Joe?
Just trying to match up people's eyeballs.
Eyeballs?
Eyeballs.
You
Trying to
go
like
with
line them up or what?
a third one?
It's kind of like. Have you ever played DDR?
I played Guitar Hero, so no, but yes, whatever. But I know. Are you talking about where it scrolls up, where like when you're done playing, but it seems like everything is still going
Yeah, like
upwards?
for like a few seconds after you're done playing, because you're watching the arrows move up the whole time. After you look away, like the room is moving up,
Or the notes?
or the notes if you're
'Cause
playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh really? That happens with Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never. Really?
Yeah, that happens to me too.
That's never
Rock
happened.
Band.
Yep, especially on the drums,
Yeah, I can see that.
because that is tough.
Yeah.
That's tough for me.
Da 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 da. Like, I don't really like DDR, actually. Like, I like Pump better, much better.
Yep.
I started
Yeah.
playing with Pump It Up, and I tried playing DDR, but it just wasn't the style.
Yeah. Pump was.
In an arcade.
Yeah, but like I'm trying to think of how long ago.
I played it when I was a freshman in high school.
Yeah, it may have been around then. So it was at the arcade, and one day one of my friends, he was like in a church group, and they had a lock-in at this place.
Oh.
So everything was free. So I thought, why the hell not?
Dude, I love doing that.
And I loved it. But like,
Did you cry again? Cause
Was it that moving?
I didn't cry because it was sad. I cried because it burnt my legs.
See, that's sad. That's
Yeah.
sad. You gotta do some more
Did Alexis
physical.
tell you how much she and who played with her? Was it Sav?
No? Sarah?
Yeah, her and Sarah
Yeah, her and
played
Sarah used to
like
go to the
3 hours a day.
Yeah, the arcade that
Yeah, I mean,
I used to.
when you play that much, there's no way you can not call it a
Oh,
workout.
no, not this.
I didn't say it wasn't a workout. I'd say it's sad that your legs burnt from it. That's what I'm saying.
There's not
That's
play
just
soccer
me.
Moving like that
Yeah.
for 3 hours.
Listen, dude, I
That-
played
my legs would
4
hurt.
games
It would be my
for 90
stomach.
minutes
Really?
in
My
one
chest
day.
would hurt.
So yes,
See, like my chest hurts when I run, but my legs.
I could play 1/8 of a song and have a heart attack. Are you kidding me?
yes, that's what I'm saying. It's little.
No, but
little
just like
sad.
my legs would, like give out after playing for that long. I don't know if I've told you guys this. And I'm sure it won't surprise you, when I was little, like I was talking to you about the after school program that I went to, like they had the NES there, and I was a little kid, so I was naturally. Nice, Joe. Use the boomerang or the arrow.
Naturally retarded.
No. I was naturally drawn to video games because they were in my soul.
They were in your soul.
In my soul.
You should get that checked
My
out.
destiny. But,
Doesn't sound like something you want to stick with.
but like, whenever I played Mario, like, whenever Mario jumped, I would jump.
So are you standing up while you're playing?
Yeah. I was that into it, No, but like, so whenever I pressed A, I would jump,
There you go.
jump.
Have you guys played Mario Galaxy?
Yes.
Is that even a real question?
Scott, did you ever
It was
beat it?
kind of a real question.
I did. I beat it, but I didn't get
Yes,
to
no,
like
absolutely.
100%.
Was your mind
whatever.
blown the first time you played it?
Well, what do you mean? Like,
Graphically,
No, not graphically, like
Graphically,
gameplay
yeah.
wise.
gravitatively,
Yeah.
because yes, everything.
Not just graphics were amazing, but like the first time you walked off a cliff, were you like, what the hell's going
where
on?
you would
Well, you-
usually die,
Yeah,
and then
like-
you just went to the bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really
The
cool.
gravity in that game.
Oh, I love doing the long jump off those.
Yeah, that's
things.
what I
Just
would
go-
do every
you're like,
time.
"Whoop."
And you just like fly around the whole planet on your butt.
It would kind of make that sound too. The sound.
So, I liked on like some of the smaller ones. You could pretty much long jump from one spot and go all the way around and land in that same spot. I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of cool. I figured if I could do that with the Earth, it'd be pretty sweet.
With the real Earth.
Is that
Yeah, with
supposed to
the real Earth.
Well, that game, like, no matter how long I played it, it just never ceased to, like, stop amazing me because of just the environment of the game and just the gravity, like, many games and messed up all of that.
I can totally see how that would just blow your mind. Did you know about it beforehand that the gravity worked like that?
No, I did, but, like, I wasn't expecting it, like, right off the bat when I started playing.
No. Touchdown.
There you go. Joe, did you get all the stars?
4 hours later.
Yeah, in Galaxy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to start playing it again.
But like I stayed up until like 7 or 8 in the morning getting the last few stars, and then immediately after, like at 7 or 8, oh Joe, what did you do?
I
I
can't.
forgot to get fire.
Oh
I
my
can't do
God.
some of the race ones.
Yeah, that's what took me so long. Is those last few stars. Like I
Like-
had to keep doing them over and over and over. Like one of them on the
There's one you
The
gotta like
Freezy Flame
race
Galaxy?
on a like a
Dolphin?
squid.
stingray
Oh,
or
manta ray.
something. Yeah. And like
I didn't think that one was that hard.
you have to do it under a certain time. I can't do it. to save
Like
my
the
life.
hardest one for me was the Freezy Flame Galaxy. Like that's what took me the longest. That took me probably like 4 hours just to do that one.
Time to go to sleep.
What time is it?
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
Yes, it is.
When did we start this?
8:15 a.m. yesterday.
Ah.